Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Monday post-market report. It's going to be freaking lovely as usual. Monday, October 9th, by the way, 2023. People, look, let's really understand what we are seeing. Because if you are taking anything right now at face value, you are way, way off base. Let's talk about this market real quick. What happened on Friday? What miraculous action did we see just Friday prior to this war beginning over the weekend? Wall Street knew as clear as day, all the major institutions that were in here buying the market knew that this war was going to start. Okay, this was no intelligence failure as they're trying to tell you here on the mainstream propaganda nonsense. All right, Wall Street was made aware prior. Not only that, the timing of this with the bond market being closed to allow the market to kind of step back for a moment, uh it's just like it's so in our face, the timing of this. And again, this is no intelligence failure. Whatever you're being sold by the mainstream propaganda, the polar opposite is true. So let's again reevaluate. Friday, markets in massive rally mode because it knew what was going to happen. As I have outlined for you, today the market finished positive pretty much across the board. The Dow, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq. You have no idea how many people wrote to me telling me that I was going to be wrong, that today this market was going to crash. No, that's not what this entire thing is meant to do. What you are witnessing, people, is a worldwide situation where liquidity is drying up, was drying up, and this is going to add massive amounts of liquidity to the system. You think this war is going to stop anytime soon? No. Not only is this war going to go on and freaking on and on, you're going to see this war expand in scope like you have no idea. This is about, again, it's not what they're trying to sell you. This is about liquidity. They will not allow the system. They're going to do things to you like I've told you. They're going to slaughter thousands, millions of people to keep the system going, to keep the system liquefied. That's all this is, and that's why it's going to grow. That's why it's going to expand. Let me tell you something else here. Did you watch the US dollar? Okay. First of all, the bond market was closed. Most of you know that. And that's the real reason why this war was started over the weekend, because they knew the bond market here in the United States, there was going to be no crazy action here. They won't allow that to happen. If, in fact, you and I watched the 10-year yield or the Mannarino market risk indicator, free to everybody, link below, MMRI. If, in fact, we would have had a sell-off here in the debt market and yield started to spike on the back of what was going on here, it would have hit the stock market really hard. But no, you see, that couldn't happen because the debt market was closed. But the dollar, okay, we had the knee-jerk reaction into the dollar this morning. Did you see what happened to that? Total reversal here. Dollar finished about flat on a relative strength basis here in the stock market. Bam. What's going on here, again, is the injection of enormous amounts of cash into the system via the new war, which is going to expand, and the old war with Ukraine and Russia. This is going to add liquidity to the system. This is going to stabilize the debt market for now. That's all the market cares about. Okay, that's all the powers that be care about here. It's a wealth transfer effect on a massive scale as the society is getting decimated. Forget about the people that are being slaughtered everywhere right now and their blood. How many times, those of you who have been with me, Perry, Scott, Magic Miko, all my friends here, have heard me tell you that they will splatter your blood and your guts all over this entire world to keep the system propped up. And that's all this is. And they're using war as an excuse here. Period. Now, going back to this market. So we had this pretty profound reversal in the dollar. We had the stock market finish high. Now, tomorrow, the bond market is open. Today gave the bond market a breather because the last thing that the freaking war pigs, buddy, got a friend of mine sitting over here. The last thing that these war pigs want to do is cause a disruption here in the debt market. This is being This whole thing is about liquidity. It's about stabilizing the debt market for now. It's not going to last. I'm going to tell you that right now. This whole thing is a band-aid. No matter what they do, no matter how much war expands and engulfs the rest of the freaking world, we are running out of cash. We are running out of cash. This is the liquidity problem on an unprecedented scale, but now they have at least a band-aid to flood more liquidity into the system. No other endeavor on this earth, and you all know this, people, no other endeavor on this planet, off this planet, or anywhere else you want to freaking look, generates more cash for the military-industrial complex, this perverted, twisted system in terms of borrowed dollars, okay? So you can only imagine central banks. They're spraying their shorts all over the place. Again, we do not have a war chest. All this cash to deploy troops for weaponry and support and whatever it might be, cash we're going to funnel here and funnel there on top of the table, meaning you can see it, and under the table you're not allowed to see. It's got to be created out of nothing. You understand that? And all this is going to end up leading to is yet another liquidity crisis. This is not going to be enough. You and I, all of us here, have discussed this at length repeatedly. I don't even know how many freaking times. Again, things you can't believe are going to be thrown at us, and they're going to be sold to us via the propaganda ministry to tell us why we have to do this, that, or the other thing. It comes down to the curse upon this world, which is the central banks. These institutions are the real enemy. That's it. Not anything else. It's these institutions, and they are exerting their will on all of us. When are people going to wake up? Never. Melanie, thank you. Lord Humongous, you know what I am talking about. All my friends here. Tyler, thank you. Look, I'm getting all worked up. I'm starting to freaking sweat here, but this is exactly what you would expect to see. How long have we been saying we're going to get another false flag? We were feeling it in our bones. Remember all that? Melanie, thank you again. How many? Do you think this is done? Wait for the next one. And I'm going to tell you it's going to be bad, and more than likely right here on U.S. soil. They're boxing us in. This is just the beginning, people. Again, liquidity is going to dry up. This is a Band-Aid. They're going to need another event. But what you're going to see, in my opinion, okay, and I could be wrong on this, but I sincerely doubt it, this war is going to spread very, very rapidly, requiring more liquidity, more funds, more borrowing, more debt. Forget about where the debt is going. Do you realize that today, the debt is ballooning at over $1 billion per hour? We're now over $1 billion per hour. Maury, thank you for that too. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? All of you. You see, here's the deal. Magic Mika will tell you this. Lava will tell you this. Nobody who follows this blog is surprised, shocked, can't believe what's happening. You got, you turn on the propaganda ministry and they're all shocked and surprised. No one saw any of this coming. Really? Honestly? Do they think that we're that stupid? Yes. They think that you and I haven't the slightest clue as to what's going on, but that's not the truth. And people are waking up. Tyler, I appreciate that too. People, I'm telling you, what you're seeing is unprecedented on such a level. It is just beyond freaking belief. Again, think about it. I want you to think about what I'm going to tell you. Wall Street, the major institutions knew that this war was going to start. That's why they were buying the market on Friday. And I told you that. What they're doing, and again, just a miracle, just a coincidence that bond markets closed today? No. Again, what did they do? They started floating out Fed presidents today. Oh, yeah, did you miss that? Why are they floating out Fed presidents? Because they want to talk the market higher. What the market is expecting, Nick, thank you. R. Heath, thank you. Hold your questions for the end, but Bank of America is in a lot of trouble. Okay, I've said this repeatedly. I've been talking about it. Anyway, so what the market here is, again, look, I foretold this to you, and you know where we are. Okay, all of us here. What this is going to do, has the potential to do, at least now, is stabilize the debt market for a little while. Okay, we're not going to see this sell off. Now, what the market is counting on and what it sounds like is going to happen, imagine my shock, imagine your shock. Are you ready? Hold on to your freaking hat here. Is the Fed is going to be forced now to not raise rates or actually lower them, okay? Because it's a crisis and we need to do this. You understand? It's all a game. This is the central banks. Nothing is what, again, they're selling you the lie after lie after lie. But who runs the world? Central banks. Who controls the economy, the financial markets? Who controls the war machine? Who funds all of this? It's central banks. You understand? I really hope you do. I really hope you get it. So I was just writing stuff down here today. It's just, this. Let me say this too before I go over some of this other stuff. So we're about to see the next phase in global debt borrowing that you cannot possibly imagine. You see, but what you're not going to be told is all of this cash that must be now pulled into the now, okay, to fight wars and do whatever the freak they want to do, okay. It's massively inflationary. It's massively inflationary. And you and I have known since day one this has been a farce, the biggest lie that's been sold to the people in the history of the world, with central banks raising rates because they want to stop inflation. Have you seen inflation slow down? Oh, yeah. Did you hear from Janet Yellen? Where did I write this down? Janet Yellen came out today, puke, vomitous mess, hideous witch that she is, okay? She came out and wants you to know that you are doing really well coping with higher prices. Oh, yes. The American people are doing very well. They're coping with higher prices. You haven't seen anything yet with regard to energy and crude oil. Did you see crude oil? Imagine my shock. Yours? We knew this was going to happen. That's part of the mechanism here. Start a Middle East war, make the war expand, and crude oil is going to the moon. Crude put on 4% today. Okay. So we had the reversal in the dollar. We had crude oil fall. We had the stock market rally. Nothing major, but higher nonetheless. Gold and silver getting a bit higher. You got cryptocurrencies, which fell under pressure. Tyler, thank you. Yes, absolutely, dude. You're doing the right thing. Okay. You really, really are. Anyway, look, make any of this stuff. It's impossible to do. So, I mean, look, I read the comments and I've been getting called every name that you can imagine under the sun. Greg's an anti-Semite, Greg's a this and Greg's that. Look, in case any of you people out there with that kind of an attitude haven't noticed, I haven't said anything here that's anti-Semitic or anti-anything. I've been talking about how this thing is going to affect the market. And in case you don't know, again, this is already expanding. And I've been putting out some stuff in my newsletter. Please subscribe to my newsletter. It's free and I do not share your information link. Yes, exactly. I am anti-Fed. Alan Greenspan, thank you. No guy on this earth, maybe you do, no person that I know of despises central banking more than this guy, because this is the curse upon the world. They are the ones that start the wars. They are the ones that fund the wars. They are the ones that control the flow of information. You understand? I hope you really do, people, honestly. Because what you're seeing now is nothing as to where we're going here. And again, you and I have had the high ground. We've been ready for all this for the longest time. We've called all this freaking spot on, step by step, because we know who our enemy is and we know what they want. Do you understand? I think most of you do. And I want to thank you all. I see right now we're up to 747 thumbs up. That's an incredible thing here. So far, I really appreciate Disco Killers. Thank you. Thank you all. So anyway, people, look, this is what it is. And everything is going exactly as you and I have expected it to go. But be ready, because it's not over. It's not done by a long shot. And I've been telling you this for the longest time. Oh, Greg, you're wrong. You're wrong. I haven't been wrong yet. And I'm telling you, I'm not wrong now. Tony, thank you, bro. Yes, Lord Humongous. Look at what Lord Humongous just wrote. This guy has been with me for freaking ever. I love the guy. He understands war is good for big business. It's why the military industrial complex allows or makes these things occur. Look at defense stocks today. Did you like seeing defense stocks today? Bam. Did you like energy stocks today? Bam. Imagine my surprise. Imagine your shock. Oh, really? You mean, let's see, a war starts in the Middle East and the stock market finishes positive, just like Wall Street knew it was going to do on Friday? Because this was a really big intelligence failure and nobody saw this coming. Oh, except you and me. Okay. And It's incredible, people. It's absolutely unbelievable. And this is being, as you know, this is being played up as the new 9/11 here. And this is going to give the war machine a green light to exterminate how many people they want to. That's what it's going to happen here. And you and I, yeah, we've called that one too. What do they want to do to the population? Anyone want to give me a clue? This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. All right, people, look, let me just read over some of the stuff I'm writing down here. Look, I know I'm preaching to the choir here. Believe me, I am. I get it. And, that's kind of all I want to talk about today. So what I'm going to do here, it's getting kind of long, this video. Let's go over some of the, James, thank you, bro. I really appreciate that too. Let's address some of the issues that all of you want to talk about here. Yes. Look at this here. Funkdog.org. This is an inflationary death spiral on an unprecedented scale. Hip checker. Thank you. Are you an orthopedic doctor, by the way? You probably are, right? Anyway, the global debt, now we're at, here in the United States, at over $1 billion per hour. Do you think that this is not going to now grow much faster as the system is now fueled with more war, more death, more suffering? It's exactly where it's going. But remember, look here. Don't look over there. You're not supposed to know this stuff. You're not supposed to understand any of it. Anyway, but that's pretty much where we're at, people. Again, no surprise to anybody here that follows this blog. We've been so far ahead of the curve. It's frankly unbelievable. Wow, we're at 1,100 thumbs up. Thank you, people. I can't thank you. Bitcoin, people. Yes, look, I'm not going to change my stance here on Bitcoin, on cryptocurrency. This is eventually what's going to occur. What they have done with this new war, okay, which is going to rapidly expand, is again introduce more liquidity into the system. We were drying up. They are desperate right now, at least through the presidential election cycle, the selection cycle. I've been telling you we're in a presidential selection cycle for the longest time. Okay, the illusion of the market is going to be kept real. If they have to kill 1 million people, the illusion of the market will be kept real. The illusion of the market is if the market is doing good and the stock market is higher while our economy is booming, Biden-Stein's policy are doing great. We need to get him back in there. Oh, they've already chosen the new president. You won't know that. Pretty much very straightforward. Anyway, so where was I going with this? Bitcoin. Okay. Eventually, like all they're doing here, what's going on here? They're taking a problem that was already gargantuan. All right. Global debt surging out of control. And without borrowing more in multiples, how many times, Magic Mika, have you heard me say this? That you're going to see this go on and on. The debt is going to grow exponentially on multiples moving forward. It cannot stay static, right? Axiom curve, you know what I'm talking about here. Scott, all of you understand this, okay? Debt must be pulled into the system in multiples. It cannot stay the same. It can't even just go up linearly. It has to go up in multiples in order to sustain where we are. Henceforth, why war, expanding wars, as I said, no other endeavor on this earth generates more cash for the system as a whole than war. Nothing. And this is why we're going to see this go on and on and on as they slaughter people and splatter our guts all over the place. We mean nothing to these people. You understand? I know Clever Custom Performance does. Again, the system is going to be taken down, but they're going, what they have done here, okay, is take them a monumental problem and magnified it by multiple fold here. Because again, what do they need? They need a global outcry. Help us. Problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. One more time. Problem, reaction, solution. And that's what they're leading to here. Understand? They're going to make us beg for a new system. You understand? Period. And what they're doing here is prolonging the agony and making, well, right now people are dying by the thousands. Okay. And I'll tell you, people, just be prepared, because I am telling you right here and right now, and every one of you, I would believe, how many of you will disagree with this statement? Are you ready? I want to hear from you if you disagree. Specifically, I want to hear why. All right. Do you believe this is the last event that we're going to see? This going to another crisis? Is this the last crisis that we're going to have? Or are we going in to see another one and another one and another one? It's unbelievable. Again, think about it. Thank you, 440 Phoenix. I appreciate it. 440 Mopar, is that what we're talking about? Anyway, can't fund the government. Can't fund it. They just kick the can down the road. But we have unlimited funds for war. Unlimited funds for war. Is there a problem here? Do you see what I'm talking about? I think most of you do. Anyway, I want to thank all of you again. We're gonna end this 1,342 thumbs up. You guys and girls are amazing. Yo, Mammy, thank you. Yes, it's quite a situation here, people. Honestly, it's quite a situation. But again, I think all of us here, we're a team, we're a family. Dash is a cryptocurrency as well. God explained. I'm talking to God explained here, and I do believe cash is going to make its way into commodities and cryptocurrencies in a massive way eventually when they allow the debt bubble to burst. Right now, the hyper debt bubble is going beyond hyper. Okay, far beyond the sun, or far beyond freaking Pluto, which used to be a planet, then it became a planet again, and I don't even know if it's a planet anymore. I have no idea. But that's what's going on here, people. And just be ready. Just be ready for what they're going to do, because we're not done. They are not done with us. They're not done destroying our lives. They're not done taking our lives via any mechanism that they can possibly come up with. And then things that you and I can't even believe they would do, because it's so inhuman. What do I always tell you? Those that are running this whole thing, they're not human. They're not humans. Okay, they have not a human quality at all. Okay, but we got each other's back always, and that's how we're going to get through this, as always. Right, Magic Mika? We are. We're strong, all of us. Crypto Elf. I tell you, people, you're awesome, all of you. So I'm going to get going. I want to thank you all again for your support, for your love, for your friendship, for everything. And if you got something out of this video, please share it. Get it out there. Those thumbs up, people, you have no idea how valuable these thumbs up are. It allows the video to be seen. The more thumbs up the video gets, the more the algorithms say, hey, people like this video. Maybe we should share it. And so they do. And that's pretty much where we stand, people. All right, you and I, what we're going to do, we're going to reconvene tomorrow morning, okay? And just go over these things in your head. Ponder the things that we've spoken about, where we are now. What does this mean for you and all of us together? Because we're all in this, okay? And they want us gone. I think it's pretty evident here, don't you think? All right, I'm out of here. Love you a lot. I will see you in the morning, all right?